Hello. Hi. Like she said, I'm Miss J. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to appreciate this mic for being a sweetheart, capturing every syllable that I spit, transmitting it into signals to reach the ears of whom it may concern, and I hope it concerns you. See, if poetry was the breath of life, I swear, every dead entity I pass through resurrect, and I swear, not by the moon or the stars, but this very same mark that poetry is a place called home. Note to my successor, if tomorrow never comes, let it be known to the world from generation to generation that I was a product of wits. As I lie lifeless on the descending casket, the words I once uttered shall continue to speak to the old and the young until kingdom come. Like Anne Frank, if tomorrow never finds me, may my inked thoughts find a publisher, that as I rest in peace, the world may get a share of my peace. Tribute to the fallen creatives. To the million rats lying all around the cemetery, we write to say thank you. To the daisies and the roses, to all of you colorful flowers whose name remains unknown to us, we thank you. Thank you for the beauty you emanate, for remaining here as our spokesflora. Not that you can speak, but indeed you do speak. Your beauty speaks for us each and every day. A symbolism of the love in our hearts. A reminder to those that lie 6 feet beneath you that they're gone but never forgotten. Their immortal bodies remain motionless, degrading each and every day and becoming one with the very dust they got covered with. Even so, the art inside them is not degradable. To the one already shared with the world, let it be known that it shall never expire. Instead, it remains in our hearts erasable. To the lyrical wordsmiths, the masterminds of metaphors, the gentle holders of brushes and pencils, the deities of dance, we salute you. See, when death took you away, it sure felt like hell. Our palpitating hearts refused to calm down. Even so, we remain hopeful that you no longer are on earth, but in our hearts you shall art and art forever, for your art is immortal. Oh, I've got a little bit of flu, so let me take a breath. Okay.
Perfect.
Freedom, 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 freedom. The beginning was a beauty. I would kick and swim, bend and stretch, toss and turn, because it was my turn. Punch the bearer with no case of assault. An empty slate they named me. Home alone I was free. Until the water broke and the bearer woke. Trapped inside the uterus walls, I lost control. For these peristaltic movements took it all. Down and down was pushed till I reached the arms of the bearer, the one who'd be my carer. In her arms, I was no freelancer. Take me back to the freedom of my humble beginnings. Why I need no rules and regulations about how to swim in the water. Or take me to where nakedness was no means of seduction, to a place where I need no validation of how to move in a way that is cool or how to walk in a manner that appears feminine. Femininity, screw that. I take that back because where I come from is where there are no gender lines. A punch is a punch, a kick is a kick, and there's no classification. The genitalia is the only substantiation that exists to bring elucidation of what it means to be a male or a female. Freedom is what I yearn for. Out of this construction called normality, I want to be set free. Break away from the chains of how things should be, of the type of language to use to appear as an ideal woman. Not too nagging or overconfident. Perhaps let's say, just malleable, that they may turn me into any shape they want, good enough for their liking. I crave for liberation, emancipation from the constant desire for validation, that I'm beautiful even with my natural hair, that even without makeup I'm still hot. Free me from my insecurities of the set definitions of true femininity. Can't remember the 1,000 times I was told, act like a woman. Woman? Each time it pierced my heart, I thought I was woman enough. So set me free. Let me define my own femininity. Set me free. Okay, let's see what we have here. Oh, dear God. Dear God. Dear God, at the center of it all is where you said you'd be. The I am that I am is who you said you are. The healer and provider, beginning and the end. But this feels like the end, so tell me why. Tell me why 1,000 die every day, yet you said your mercies are every day. Your so-called anointed lie lifeless, trapped behind the doors who remain so hopeless. For this depression seems so ruthless. So tell me, are you there? My depression was a smile. It was a joke that made everyone laugh to erase any evidence of inner burdens. It was an emptiness and longing for my poetic spaces. It was a silent shout of anger fueling towards the ones who wanted me everywhere where the word responsibility overrules. It was a yearning to be understood. My depression was the end of lyrics I posted at midnight. The 1,000 memes shared at daybreak with an attempt to silence my thoughts with laughter. It was an identity crisis. A constant craving for the alcohol I never tasted, with the hope that it would toss me like a golf ball to the euphoric levels of the stupor who asked for my dials. It was an immense shouted at the top of my voice when the preacher said, "Be free." Dear God, were you there? Omniscient, omnipotent, and omnipresent, with this mustard seed of faith, I shall decree and declare that you are there. Your decrees and declares shall pour down rain to wipe away the tears of the wailing. So let those caged by excruciating pain shout, like Job may they confess that you, the Redeemer, lives and reigns, for that is the truth and nothing but the truth. You are alive. You are alive. Okay, I don't know how many minutes I've got left, but I'll just read a few pieces before I leave the stage. Okay, so this is from a collection. It's called Periodic Thumping, so I'll just read a few before I leave. Okay, which one, da 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 da. Oh, okay. I was taught that one man's food is another man's poison. When they spat you out of spite, I chose to see your worth. The beauty of your mess penetrated through my peculiar eyes. I became a dinner plate to protect you from that free fall. After all, I'd always been a foodie. Never did I think that you'd cause food poisoning. The first time he held my hand, the frequency of the rays from my radiant smile paralyzed his cardiac muscles. I'd stolen his heart. Little did I know that a day called one day would come when the punch of his fist will make me drop a tear. Yet I still smile and accept his sorry. Okay, should I leave? Our last one for the day. One last. Should I go? Okay. Yeah. This one is called The Knot. It's nothing really. Unlike a marriage proposal, consent was not found in a yes. Rather, consent came as a giggle to my most stupid joke, followed by moments of stimulating conversation that made me forget about the long queue. Hours and hours passing before we remember to say, "What's your name?" See, they never told us that identity was not really packaged in a name. Identity can be as simple as the girl who made me laugh, striking a chord into the listener's cerebrum as they go, "Oh, you mean the one with the sweet smile?" Yes, son. Identity is a character. As days pass by, it draws you even more to who was once a stranger. Like strong cords, you remain connected. Then someday, one day, you point to that knot and call it friendship. Okay, fine. So this is the very, very last one. Very last one. We pretty much of a mismatching combination. I a little bit too clean, and him with too many skeletons in the closet. He fell for my sparkling clean slate. Says it reminds him of the old him. I fell for his skeleton. They make me experience a part of life I never explored. Thank you.
Perfect.
Oh, wait! You're going away too fast. You didn't even plug yourself. Come shamelessly plug yourself. Sorry. You finished and you ran away.
Okay, you can check me on Instagram, TikTok, Miss JBW, Facebook, Miss J Poetry. So, yeah. I plugged myself, right? Yes.
Thank you.
MSJAY. Yes, thank you.
Ha gona di full stop underscore.
Miss J underscore BW, Instagram.
Sham. Thank you. That was Miss J, everybody.